Okay, so when updating my HP 1920-24G router, sorry, not router, switch, I'm finding that I'm getting error messages and it will not update the firmware. So it's very simple to deal with. First of all, if you want to find the latest firmware, you don't go to HPE, you go to this site, which is asp.arubanetworks.com/downloads. You enter the name of your switch into here, and you will find in order the list of firmware. As you can see, R1121, R1120, 1119, and so on. The last time it was updated was 2019, so they're probably not going to release anymore. I'm simply going to go into this, just double check here and here that this is exactly the number of your switch, because there are quite a few 1920/24Gs with different codes here. So just make sure you got the right one. And you can do that by flicking here to the switch. We'll go in. As you can see, I've pre-populated it with admin. And here we go. And on the right hand side here, this will show you the name of the product and the release down here, which is 5/20/99/1108. So as you can see, the latest one is 5.20. I don't know what happened to the rest of it. 1121. Now, quickly download it, and it gets put into the downloads folder here. All I'm going to do is extract it. Close the one behind and delete the zip. There we go. So it's inside here. Now if we come to the switch, the first thing you go to, if you did try and update it using device maintenance and diagnostics information, you get two options here, backup and main. So go to browse, go to the bin file, and you can choose backup or main. To start off with, I didn't really understand what this was for. And then you apply. And this is the message you get. Not enough space. And the way to deal with it is you go to File Management, and you will see here, you've got a config file, and if you've done a backup of the config files and so on. But here you have you have the two firmware here's. One's a backup, as you will see to the right. Backup and main. So all you do is you delete one of them. I'm going to remove that. Remove the backup simply because I just think keeping the main one as it is. The idea of this is so you can have two firmware versions. So if there's any problems or bugs or whatever with the new one you've updated to, then you can just tell it to flick to the other one. And as you can see, it's now gone. Now, I will tell you that did take some time. That probably took a good I think maybe 5 minutes. I didn't keep a record. But if you want to, you can tick this file and download it. And that will download the file. So you've got a backup of the original. I mean, you do have it stored on here as well, but you may want to back up. And that's finished. And now what we do is we select the file to update. Or if you want to, I think you can also go to the maintenance, software update, main backup. So I could choose backup from here. Now be careful not to update the one that I actually just downloaded. Update this one. Apply. That's probably going to take some time, maybe. And as you can see, it has succeeded. So if we come back to File Management, we can see all the way down here, backup and main, 1108, 1121. These are just the configuration files, so if I decide to back up a config, which to be truthful with you, you probably should do before you actually upgrade the firmware. So before I actually set this as the main one, I would certainly do a backup. And the way to do that, again, I think is configuration backup, and you can save your backup as a CFG or an XML. Download that to the computer. So although it puts it inside files, make sure you download it just in case there's a problem, you have to hard reset it and so on. And now what I can do is I can tick the latest one and I can say set as main boot file. And then I can tell it simply to reboot. So as you can see, it's now back online, although it did take quite a bit of time. I mean, it's probably taken another 5, maybe 6 minutes, I'm not sure, just to reboot. Yeah. There you go. Release 1121. So I now have the latest firmware, and we want to check that. We can go into device, or no, we can go into file management. And here it is. The main one is up and running. And that's how you do it.